I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence.
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
He basically has "I did it" written all over him. And with that, hello and welcome to Meta for ReFantazio. A game I've been looking forward to for a while. About a year, I think. It is very similar from what I've heard, at least in sort of some of the mechanics, to Persona. It's by the same director, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I actually don't have any idea of how long the game is. So we might be here for a while, but yeah, we'll just get into it. I don't think, well, we have the settings menu, of course. There's a lot of settings. Wait, always turn vibration off. Give me a second. Not auto dialogue. Yep, that's good. It's fine. Yes. I usually like cameras inverted. I don't want the camera to shake. The message speed should be fast. No, no. Okay. Okay. I think the volume can go down a little bit. That should be fine. And the rest is probably also fine. Alright, let's go.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest?
Nope. See ya. Yes?
Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Oops.
Ah, a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold.
I was just thinking it would be kind of cool. I'm assuming he says that every time, no matter what you put in. But it would be kind of cool if they programmed it in a way where if you actually put in a name that would be usual for the world, such as, you know, the name of one of the protagonists or something like that, if he said something different.
Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Let's go with not always.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so let this tale begin.
I think we'll go with normal, yeah.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming, mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
You didn't even ask, you just started shooting fireballs.
How'd they get one of those?
Come on, hey, keep it moving. Hurry it up. Next one. Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder.
So he is. No horns, no knife ears.
Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
Hold it! Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Unless you want to get stuck like us.
Okay, that was cool.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
Game over. Interesting style.
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Louis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
Are you alright?
Are you alright?
Been worse. And from the sounds of it, you're about the same. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Tradia Desert.
Think we'll make it?
You don't look hurt though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Okay. Hold Shift while moving to dash. Press Control to dodge enemy attacks. Some actions you can perform and their corresponding controls are displayed at the bottom of the screen. Minimap as well, yep. Tutorials in the main menu with tab. Okay, so I can do this.
Stop!
Oops. Wait, I'm sensing something close. Don't move. Okay.
Watch out!
Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they've noticed us yet, though. Press G to use phase sight. This ability lets you see what Gallica senses in the environment. When you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it will show up as unknown. Prepare as best you can.
Okay.
Avoid the enemies and head for a high ground. Just follow that cliff on your right.
Careful now.
Okay. How do I actually control the camera? Oh, with the mouse. Okay. That is a bit odd, but we can see whether there's a different way of doing it later.
I think they see us.
Yeah, I think they see us. Yeah, definitely.
Look. Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Refresh my memory.
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Right.
It's as though music is playing directly in my mind. The effect of Gallica's magic is inspiring.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
Especially if it's a banger.
Look! Over there!
That's a road, isn't it? What a relief. Grand Tread is already in sight.
Let's go.
Almost there. Let's keep moving and try to stay out of sight.
Got a sec?
There's new... Okay, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Okay. Long term for magic powered semi-automated vehicles. Okay. A fairy who accompanies traveling boy on his journey, doubling as his chaperone for his special mission. Her diminutive size excludes her from participating physically in battles, but her special fairy traits allow her more proficiency than traveling boy when it comes to sensing magma and knowing magic. Though she can become heated when her personal values are tested, she is a reassuring travel companion. Alright. Sanctism, religion. Okay. United Kingdoms. Okay. Also, wait, let me quickly check what moving the map is set to. Rotate camera KLIJ. Okay. That's... You know what? Let me change that to something else. At least change left, right. Oh, it overlaps with actions in common battle. Wait. What? Oh, it overlaps with... I wanted to put it to Q and E, but okay, never mind. Alright, I guess we'll just make do with I, J, K, and L. We'll stay out of sight, but I do see something blue there. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I do want to go to it.
I don't like this.
Oh. Medicinal herb, okay. There's another one there, wasn't there?
Them. We should be safe.
Nice. We probably also want to actually maybe... Oh, he's fast. Fight something?
I think they see us.
Okay, it looks like we can't fight anything. Uh-oh, this is bad. Okay, never mind, we can. That was not the monster that caught us.
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
O great seeker, bearer of fantasy empowered. Hear my wish and come forth from thy epoch of glory. Oh, just disappeared.
Whoa, just look!
Whoa.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong!
Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead!
Yeah!
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
careful!
Hurry!
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid! Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only elder here, in the whole city even. The capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
What is this?
The king dead. His son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best, the saint, could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers. So?
Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice.
Whatever will I do?
All right then.
So, we're the blue one. There is a yellow thing, which I don't necessarily know what it is. Let's go check it out.
Ridiculous.
That's the end of this, man.
Not really on this map. What happens? Are you sure you want to go back into the desert? It's dangerous outside the city, and it's away from the recruitment center where we're supposed to be going. Alright.
Oh my, what to do?
see.
Oops.
Just can't stand it.
Until a few years ago, gauntlet runners used to park here in this carriage parking area. Looking at them was the only thing I looked forward to, but nowadays there's a ban on them or something. Okay. Is there anything this way?
Let's not.
Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Ooh, what's this? A tavern.
Oh.
Let's not put food before the mission. We can always come back later. No, we want to eat.
Hey, mister.
It's always important to eat.
An elder? Here? Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
Now I want one.
Now I want one for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city?
I like her design. And, I mean, with that design, she's surely a plot-relevant character.
Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
There is no way they're wasting this insanely good character design on a random shopkeeper, is there? How much?
How much is it?
You're not really going to fall for that, are you? How would you even know what the royal scepter looks like to begin with?
Like that?
I've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful.
Maybe it was just necessary.
Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
You were the one who dragged me into a cutscene.
Let's head there.
I joined the army because I looked up to Lord Luis, but now I get my arse handed to me if I so much as mention it. What's the state army gonna do now? We won't find any decent recruits given the messy state of things currently.
Give it a fold, I say. Who else could it be?
Rantrad, Regolith Grand Cathedral. Regalith, maybe? I was hoping that we'd blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an elder, but the people here have sharper eyes than I thought. We don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall.
All right.
Easier said than done, I'm sure, but it's for the sake of the mission. And on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead. Or what if we turn over that way? I wonder where this gate leads. Not that we should worry about that right now. Okay.
I'm out of ideas.
Dear me!
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead.
Okay, if that's the plan, I can do that.
Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country.
What a ray of sunshine.
But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up.
He's not in one piece, he's in metaphor ReFantazio. Sorry.
An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
I'm just so bored. I need the money.
I need the money.
Pragmatic, if nothing else. But I suppose a vagrant like you could use the work. So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
I have a fairy that can, you know, make music. I can take a lot of punishment.
I've got a sharp mind.
Yes, you and every unschooled troglodyte. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
There is no default, huh? I don't actually want to name him after me. I did that in Persona 5, and it kind of was a bit odd all the time, so I do want to just give him a normal name. The question is, what is a normal name in this universe? He's gonna be John Smith. I should have thought about this earlier, but I've kind of hoped they would just give me a default name. Everything I think of sounds stupid, probably. He's called Gallica. Every name I can think of is just the most, like, standard. I don't know. I'm not gonna call him George, am I? Let me actually. I'm kind of curious now. Metaphor ReFantazio. Protagonist name. Is there like a suggestion? Because if there's not, I'll give me like a randomized name. Okay. Apparently he's by default referred to as Will. So that's what we'll do. What we will do. Yes. Apparently.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Well, I've proven that I know 3 of them at least.
Yes!
As long as I didn't misspell it.
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission.
Is dying on the 2nd deployment fine?
On your way now. Up to. Next.
What a long line. Guess we got no choice but to wait our turn. Hi there, random young nobleman, who I'm sure is not gonna turn out to be a character that we will have in our party.
Whoa.
You enlisting as well. The line starts behind me, if so, or is there something you needed? Are you really a noble? I take it you overheard my interview. Yes, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but just a countryside son of a lord. My family is of no real consequence. Well, let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom, foolish or not.
What's the world coming to?
Blasted, I came to enlist, cause I heard you can make a quick grieve here, but they really make you work alongside creepy Elder. A purpose I can deal with, but Elder are right ominous.
Where'd you hear that?
God's own scripture stares. I guess you can't expect an Elder to know shite.
Let him say what he wants. Fighting someone like him would just be a waste of energy. Alright. Okay, what if we can just skip the line?
Oh.
What, you're cutting a line too? Everyone will get their igniters in order. No one ever follows directions. Why do only thugs come in here? What else do we have here? Okay, what was that? Oh. No. Gold beetle. Where? There's an insect emitting a strange light. Oh, is it that thing to the right? I obtained a gold beetle. Nice. It was. I did not see that. Just ahead is the waiting quarters for new recruits. I can hear their passionate voices that have yet to experience the battlefield. Oh, what's here?
Can't even spell your name, bloody Paribus.
That captain seems like a jerk, but it's for the sake of the mission. We just have to put up with him for a while. Eavesdropping won't get us anywhere. Let's hurry and get in line. What is this?
Whoa.
Posters for wanted people. This seems to lead into the soldiers' quarters. I can hear the snoring of the resting soldiers.
Wait!
Where are you going? You need to enlist as a new recruit. Okay. Join the queue. There we go.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What do they call them? Something like,
Next.
Humans?
Another Clamar. Wait. No. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
brute force, crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Roussant strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, No fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You alright?
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
I'll try.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter. These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
The thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. The captain I spoke with earlier had one too. They must take on many different forms like I saw on the main street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Royal Capital Vicinity map, okay.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Perfect. I've always wanted to master pain.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey. You awake?
Nope, I'm asleep. Good night.
Haha, very funny.
I know.
Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
That's just how it is.
Well, I don't think that should be how it is. Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it. The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
What book?
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. You see, no magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me. I won't give up either. Trust me.
This is all very ominous.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.